What's up YouTube? Your boy has finally done it. I'm about to hit $10,000 per month with my social media marketing agency. I've been trying for so long to make this work, trying to figure it out, and I've finally done it literally in the last 30 days. And I'm very excited to show you all how I've done it. Now, before I begin with the video, I did want to show you some evidence. So I'll put some proof up here on the screen because there are a ton of people in the space, making all these false claims. They're not showing you any, results, any evidence, and they're honestly just giving out really bad advice. I want to be a breath of fresh air in this space. I'm not trying to sell you anything whatsoever. This video is purely for inspirational purposes only, because I remember being that guy on YouTube watching endless videos, trying to make this work, trying to figure everything out, trying to sign my first client, and hopefully I can be that guy to help inspire you all do the exact same thing. So if that sounds good to you, make sure you subscribe and keep an eye out because I've got a ton of great videos on the way. So without further ado, I'll just go ahead and start with the video. Alright guys, now before I jump into the exact processes and the exact methods that I'm using to essentially, scale my agency, things that have helped me get to 8K per month, because, that's what's on my Stripe. Even though I'm very confident I'll be signing this 2K deal this week, we'll just say 8K per month because that's what's currently on my Stripe right now. So before I get into the processes, I do want to talk about the biggest lie that I've been seeing on YouTube this whole time, which has cost me so much time, that I could have actually used to scale my agency even further. And by quickly sharing this lie with you, I'm hoping to save you a lot of time as well. Now, I know what you're thinking, mate. Don't worry about the lies, don't worry about the mistakes. Just give us the secret sauce. Are you using cold email? Do you have first line responders? Using Upwork, Instagram outreach? Are you using TikTok as your main offer? Do you have an OnlyFans agency? Guys, I will get there, trust me. But I do want to talk about this really important thing. Now, the biggest mistake that I made whilst trying to build my agency was listening to all these bigger YouTubers telling us to build an e-commerce agency. Honestly, building an e-commerce agency as a beginner is the worst thing you can do, right? For your mental health, right? And for your bank account as well, because it all looks good on paper. You can charge 2K retainers, 3K retainers with a, performance fee. So maybe 20% on ROAS. But quite honestly, it doesn't work out the way we want it to, right? It's one of the hardest businesses to actually get results for in terms of, deliverables, whether you're using Facebook or whether you're using TikTok. Honestly, e-commerce is a no-go, especially if you're a beginner. They make it seem so great. You can charge these retainers and just outsource the work to a media buyer from a Facebook group, or outsource it to a media buyer from Upwork. And quite honestly, most of the time, those media buyers, know just as much as you do, if not less, right? They're just watching YouTube videos just like you are on how to actually get results. And at the end of the day, it's very hard to find a really good media buyer. So yes, that is honestly one of the biggest mistakes that I made, was, following the hype, trying to build an e-commerce agency, and I essentially paid the price by wasting a lot of time. Okay, now moving on to mistake number 2, and then from there I'll go into the niche that I'm in right now and my processes. I won't be holding anything back, but just quickly starting with line number 2, or mistake number 2 that I made. So in my opinion, organic outreach is a waste of time, right? And there's obviously mixed emotions around the topic, because if you don't have any cash to run ads, then you don't really have a choice. Which is exactly the position that I was in. I didn't have any cash for paid ads, so I was forced to do organic outreach. Now, don't get me wrong, it does work, but if you're doing 10 to 20 emails a day, 10 to 20 DMs a day, it's simply not going to happen for you. It's going to take years, right? I'm not even kidding. It'll take a very long time to really build that momentum. It got to a point where I was doing 100 to 200 touch points per day with one channel, when I really started seeing results, getting meetings. But then even then, there were low quality meetings. The prospects didn't necessarily have the money to invest, in a retainer that made it worth it for them. They really just wanted to get your services for as cheap as possible. Hence why I don't necessarily like using organic outreach. I actually prefer using paid ads, because usually you'll get prospects that are actually willing to spend money to get the results. They're usually higher quality. They'll usually respect your time, and yeah, they'll be better clients to work with overall as well. So in my personal opinion, if you have cash, quite honestly, just try paid ads, and you'll see what I'm talking about. You'll be able to scale that much better, right? And test your offers much more quickly. Okay, now for the moment of truth, what's the best niche? What niche am I in? What am I doing to get clients at the moment? Drum roll, please. The niche that I'm in right now is lead gen for local businesses. However, not just any local businesses, businesses that won't necessarily be impacted by a COVID lockdown. So businesses that can still kind of operate online, however, they do have brick and mortar locations. Okay, that's the niche that I'm in at the moment. So, just a few examples. I could just throw some out there if you don't want to do any research, insurance agents, real estate agents, etc., etc., etc. Quite honestly, it has been a game changer for me. The past deals that I've closed, none of them have been on Zoom. They've honestly all been over the phone, right? Which works out to my advantage because I hate Zoom calls. Now, obviously, for those higher retainer deals, you are going to want to jump on Zoom and maybe even do a 2-call close. But quite honestly, when you're working with local businesses, you can literally close them over the phone. You don't need a 45-minute Zoom presentation, depending on your pricing. Okay, so in terms of my sales process, how I'm getting clients at the moment, as I mentioned before, I am using paid ads. However, running an ad simply saying, hey, local business, we'll run your Facebook ads, or even we'll run your TikTok ads, book in a meeting today, that ad is not going to work. Your cost per meeting is going to be through the roof. So essentially what you need to have in place before you start running paid ads is honestly a really good offer. Case studies do help. I managed to do this with 0 case studies whatsoever, but I did have knowledge of the whole space. So I spent like a day or two, studying other people's ads, going through the websites, understanding the pain points, and understanding the lingo, so the common terms that your business owners in that space actually use. So before you run your paid ads, make sure you understand the niche itself, you understand the lingo, and once you do that, develop a strong offer. Okay, so with your offer, a lot of people don't know how to write offers. I'll just give you a basic example. Right, you want to have an easy yes offer, because if I said to you right now, hey mate, you have an agency, pay me 5K per month, and I'll help you run ads so you can get clients, you're gonna be like, hell no, right? You're gonna be like, no chance. What are you talking about? But if I said to you, hey agency owner, right, I can get you 10 meetings in the next 7 days, and only pay me when someone shows up to the meeting, right? This is Joel Kaplan's method. I watch a lot of his videos, check him out, he's great. You're more likely going to say yes. Okay, but essentially the basic template for writing a good offer is usually saying, hey business owner, will help you get your desired outcome without the main problem. And then you have a risk reversal at the end, which is usually a money back guarantee or some other, guarantee that you might have in place. So I hope that makes sense, guys, but I'll give you one more example using real estate agents, right? So when you're making your offer, let's say for real estate agents, you kind of need to understand their sales process and understand what they want, right? So at the very bottom, right, of the funnel for a real estate agent is a lead, right? Everyone's selling leads to real estate agents that don't really care, right? And at the very top, right, of the funnel is a sale, right? So let's say someone sells a house, right? So the gap in between, right, is essentially going to be the strength of your offer. If you offer leads, right, that is a weak offer. They're not going to care. All right. And if you offer a sale, right, or a listing, a house being listed, that's at the very top. They're going to care a lot about that, and they'll be more willing to take you up on this offer, especially if it has a risk reversal, right, or a guarantee at the end of it attached. So and the middle ground is essentially going to affect how strong your offer will be as well. So at the very bottom is leads. You don't really want to sell leads. You can if you're just starting out. It's going to be a lot harder. The next thing could be appointments, right? And then after appointments, it could be appraisals, and then after appraisals, it could be the listing itself. So appraisal would be the real estate agent showing up to the person's house and essentially putting a value on the property. I don't really know. I'm not in that space, but I'm guessing, just like from what I've seen, I'm guessing that's what an appraiser is. And then they'll, if you say, hey, real estate agent will get you 10 appraisals in the next 30 days or you don't pay, they're more likely to listen and actually jump on your sales call, as opposed to you saying, hey, real estate agent will get you 10 leads in the next 30 days or you don't pay. They're probably not going to care that much. So yes, essentially that's how you essentially craft your offer, usually by saying, hey, business owner will get you what you want, right? And then if you want, you can even add without this problem and then add a risk reversal. So a problem, all right, I'll do one more with a problem, Jesus Christ. Hello, real estate agent will get you 10 appraisals in the next 30 days, and you don't even have to call the lead. We'll do it for you. You just have to show up on the day and appraise the property, right? And we'll even have a money back guarantee if we don't get you those 10 appraisals. So that's a big offer, but if you can clearly convey that to a real estate agent that's looking to expand their business, right, and grow, they're going to be willing to jump on your call, hear you out, and then even pay you if it makes sense for them at that point in time. So yes, essentially, I was talking way too much there, but essentially that's how you want to look at creating offers. And once you have a strong offer, you simply run an ad, show that offer to everyone in that space, and people will come to you, right? And then all you have to do is qualify them over the phone, right? Why should you work with our agency, right? Why should we work with you, right? You're qualifying them, and then from there, follow your sales process and hopefully close the deal and scale your agency. So I hope that makes sense, guys. Two things that stopped me from getting to 10K per month as quickly as I should have. And yes, I hope this video has been valuable. Once again, I've got nothing to sell you, just genuinely trying to help out. So if you found this video helpful, if you like this content, please subscribe so I know that you enjoy these videos, you find them helpful, and then I will keep making more videos. Thank you so much for your time, and I hope everyone has a fantastic rest of the year. Hope you all kill it as well.